U.S. Representative Harriet Hageman expresses frustration at the ousting of House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. A new world record is set for the longest golf ball drive, and it happened in Rawlins on Monday. And the first confirmed dinosaur fossil found in Yellowstone National Park was actually discovered over 50 years ago. Bringing you these stories and more from Wyoming's largest news organization, I'm Wendy Corr for Cowboy State Daily. U.S. Representative Harriet Hageman failed in her attempt to save Speaker Kevin McCarthy's job Tuesday afternoon, but her no vote wasn't enough to stop a historic move to remove Kevin McCarthy as U.S. House Speaker. Cowboy State Daily's Leah Wolfson reports that Representative Hageman expressed frustration at the turn of events.
She told us that she just thought this was not a good use of the time in the House and that there's much more important things they need to be dealing with. They have about 45 days left until they go to recess. And what this does is this prevents the House from doing anything until they elect a new speaker.
There have been some rumblings on Capitol Hill that former Wyoming Congresswoman Liz Cheney could be nominated to be the next speaker, as House rules say the speaker doesn't have to be a sitting member of the House. Professional long driver Kyle Berkshire shattered his own personal best and set a new world record for hitting a golf ball Monday when he sent a Titleist pro more than 579 yards, and he did it in Rawlins, Wyoming. The 26-year-old Berkshire, who's 6'3" and 215 pounds, is part of an elite group of golfers who specialize in hitting the ball a long way. But Berkshire told Cowboy State Daily's Jake Nichols that even he was impressed by the record-shattering drive which took place at the Rochelle Ranch Golf Course in Rawlins.
And I just don't know of anything that's close to that. And it was like 233 ball speed. I honestly don't know if more than two people in the world can get to. And it was done in 54-degree weather, and it was, pretty cold. If it was 85 degrees, you can add another 25 yards to that.
Berkshire's shot heard round the world Monday smashes the old record by more than 28 yards. The mauling deaths of a couple and their dog by a grizzly in Canada last week have bear experts warning about the dangers of taking dogs into grizzly country. Cowboy State Daily's Mark Hines spoke with experts who say that unless dogs are specifically trained to deal with bears, it's best to leave them at home.
What can happen is the dog can irritate the bear, doing what dogs do, running at the bear and barking at it. And then the bear comes after the dog and the dog gets scared. Where's the dog going to run for safety? They're going to run back to you. And so they're going to take the bear right back into you.
Hines said there are certain dog breeds that specialize in dealing with bears, such as Karelian bear dogs, but it's best for people to know their dog and its capabilities well before taking Fido out among the grizzlies. I'll be back with more news right after this.
At Hilltop Bank, we understand that buying a home is a big decision. That's why we're here to be your trusted partner on the path to home ownership. Our experienced mortgage team will guide you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. We offer competitive rates and a wide variety of home loan options to best suit your needs. With our local knowledge and personalized service, you'll feel confident and comfortable throughout the entire home buying process. Contact us today to start your journey toward home ownership. Hilltop Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
A former Teton County commissioner told Fox News that, in hindsight, Wyoming's richest county should have bought natural gas-powered buses instead of the electric fleet that has recently broken down. The segment between Paul Vogelheim and Fox News commentator Jesse Waters on September 29th was in response to a Cowboy State Daily story about the 8 inoperable electric buses, which are in need of parts. Vogelheim said that natural gas buses would have been a better choice, according to reporter Claire McFarland.
He described it as possibly a better option just mechanically, but he also described it as being a good neighbor since Sublette County right next door contributes so much natural gas into the market.
Vogelheim told Fox News the buses cost between $800,000 and $1 million apiece, and the county's public transit system bought them with federal money. And a tiny dinosaur tooth found in Yellowstone in 1966 has been rediscovered, researched, and recently confirmed to have come from a Tyrannosaurus. Cowboy State Daily's Andrew Rossi reports that this is the first confirmed dinosaur fossil found in the park.
It's actually remarkable that there's anything preserved in Yellowstone at all because of all the volcanic activity, which is far, far more recent than 6 to 8 million years ago.
Rossi said the Tyrannosaurus might not be the only dinosaur found in Yellowstone. There's a good chance we could be hearing about more dinosaur discoveries in Yellowstone in the future. And that's today's news. Get your free digital subscription to Wyoming's only statewide newspaper by hitting the subscribe button on CowboyStateDaily.com. I'm Wendy Corr for Cowboy State Daily.